Alright lads, so today we're going to be reacting to the two new character gameplays, that being the base form version of Starrk, and also the king himself of HUECO MUNDO, Barragan. Now I'm very excited to see the gameplay because I am a big fan of the base form of Spiders, especially Barragan's one, because we haven't seen that in-game as of yet. Maybe outside of a boss in story mode, that's about it. And obviously we did react to the characters earlier today and they weren't so impressive. And he does have a new skill, Heart Attribute of Ranker, strong attack damage times 20. Wait, what? But I saw a lot of people really disappointed. I don't know if it's just me. They're mid-month characters. I wasn't expecting anything too crazy. I'm not disappointed, because I was kind of expecting them to get treatment like this. I mean, Starrk is definitely a weird case. He's definitely a weird character. I don't know what they were doing with him, but it might be a glimpse at what we might be getting in the future in terms of getting more hybrid NAD characters that have, like, very high Berserker and also Flurry with a high Bruiser. The only thing that's really bad about Starrk, in my opinion, is his killer. Squad 0 killer is absolutely pointless. There's no reason to have it, and he's only countering Ichibei and Kiryu in Brave battles, which... Nah. So it is a bit of a weird one. They are premium characters at the end of the day, so you should be skipping it, but it's still exciting just to get them in your future ticket summons if you do decide to, you know, save up some tickets, or maybe put them in the future when they do become fillers, because I definitely want to get my hands on these two characters, especially this man right here, Barragan. I'm a big fan of Barragan, so let's check out the gameplay. Now, firstly, let's see who they're going to start off with. All right, Ako-chan, bring us the big news, right? Let's see what we got. Who are we starting off with? Okay, we'll start off with Barragan. Okay, my favorite of the two, right? Oh, look at his model. This is why I'm so excited for it. Barragan looks cool. Like in his base form, look at him. Look at him. I like the crown. I like it. Let me quickly just skip over this and go to BVS Simulator. We have Barragan. The only thing he lacks, in my opinion, is Havoc. But in the place where you want to use him, that being Guild Quest, I don't think it's a bad thing. Let me just quickly zoom in, right? I don't think this character got shafted. I know some people are saying if he had a better killer, it would have been significantly better. You're not wrong. But he's designed to be used in the Guild Quest or the Spider Week of Guild Quest. And he's going to be one of the better ones for that. Is he going to be better than Rukia? That's still yet to be seen, but he does have some good skills that make him one of the better Guild Quest characters for this specific week. Obviously, that being the 30% extra damage in Guild Quest, the 20% Berserker, plus the weakening, plus the weakened defense, which you can stack with bonus abilities, therefore giving him double weakened defense, and the 2 seconds of weakening is actually pretty powerful in Guild Quest if you do use it right. Comparing to someone like Mayu, for example, Mayu can't do double weakened defense. He doesn't have Havoc, but again, in Guild Quest, he doesn't need it. In Guild Quest, you more so care about damage, not range. And at the very least, he has good enough strong attacks to be usable. So Barragan, I have no real gripes with. I think he's actually good the way he is. Starrk, on the other hand, you know, it's a different story, but Barragan, yeah, no complaints really. He could have been better, sure, but as far as premium mid-bumps go, he is one of the better ones in my opinion. And I'm pretty happy about that, because again, I'm a big fan of Barragan, and look at him in his in his human form. He looks cool. I don't know if it's me. He looks tiny though. He looks tiny. Is that it? Is he that small? I don't know. I'd have to compare him to like another character, but he looks very small. But I like it. I'm a fan of it. Let's see the attacks. So it is natural. Again, one thing I do want to say is, like, before even seeing the gameplay, they're probably not going to have anything too flashy. They are based from Espadas. Grimmjow, Okiura, any other Espada they have done thus far has never looked too impressive in terms of the visuals. I guess, like, the only thing that's nice about them is their Soul Bomb. That's about it, really. So I'm not expecting anything too amazing here in terms of the visuals. So I might not be disappointed. Did I say what? Okay, it's literally just him doing, like, a beam forwards. Which is a good strong attack, by the way, to have. SA2 is a 960. Very happy he says Shine, by the way. A little fun little fact, little backstory. When Barragan first came out, I was so excited to hear him say Shine, because that means die, right? And this was like when I first got into anime, so I always liked using that word. And hearing Barragan say it, like, just made me fanboy just a tad bit. So it's nice to see this version have the same, like, kind of quote. Oh, okay. His first strong attack, that's cool. It's his Fraction. Look at him! Is that the first time we... No, I assume they were models in story modes. But that's cool to see. I have no idea what their names are, by the way, so do forgive me. Call me a fake, please, fam. I don't know these guys' names, bro. It's been years, fam. Yeah, we got him. I think he went against Izuru. Then we got Exactaman. And then we got D-Roy? No. Giorno. Alright. That's kind of cool to see them in the special. It's nice because that's, you know, He didn't do much at this form in the actual anime. Like, when he started fighting, he went into his resurrection form. Oh! I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. So, I've only now just realized. His special is catastrophic strike. Did I really call it claustrophobic? Okay. Claustrophobic attack. I think I did. Anyway, let's check it out. Oh. Oh, okay. That's cool. I like it. It's different. It's different. It's, again, nothing special, right? It's a base from a Sparta. I'm not expecting amazing visuals here, but it's kind of semi-decent. Again, we'll be skipping it, but I like it, though. Him just doing the power-up attack. I remember him doing that in the anime, right? And then man just does a slash. I think this was when he first showed his power, right? Like, he just stood there and just slashed. And it's nice to see fake Karakura Town in the special. I always like it when they incorporate buildings or backgrounds into special attacks. So I kind of like that. Barragan hasn't disappointed me whatsoever. But again, it's a skip regardless. Now, let's talk about Starrk, because he's kind of an interesting one. So, Starrk... Where to begin with this man, bro? Jeez. So he is a NAD-based character with Flurry. He does come with 20 DR, which is always nice for your Tokinadas or Masakis to get that extra bit of DR. He has a 60% bruiser with the Flurry. That allows him to hit pretty hard, right? And if you are going against a Squad 0 character, which is going to be very rarely, at the very least, he's going to be hitting hard against them. Then at the same time, he does come with poise. He has 2 flash steps, increased mind droplet drop rate by 17%. Nothing too special. I'm not really too impressed by that. And then he also has strong attack damage to Heart Aronkas plus 20% for your entire team. That's the weird part, because he's a NAD-based character, but then he's buffing his strong attack damage and his teammates' strong attack damage. It's very weird. I wouldn't say it's bad, because quite frankly, if he didn't have that, he'd be the exact same character. So I think this is potentially the start of a new type of hybrid character that we're getting, because he does have, you know, Flurry, plus a 60% Bruiser, plus 70% Berserker. So this might be the start of future hybrid characters. And at least in Arena, they give him strong attack damage, which, again, I'm not sure if that's the best thing for him. But, you know, do keep in mind, in Arena, you don't use chappies, right? You can't use chappies. You don't use any accessories. So both your normal attacks and strong attacks are doing damage at the same time, right? Because you're not going to have 0 SP. So him having that 30% strong attack damage buff is definitely making him a hybrid character. Do I think he's amazing? No. Do I think he's even, like, good? Maybe? I don't know. Like, he has no use. Like, why would you use this character? It's just a weird one, right? So, I'm not saying this character's amazing. I'm not even saying he's, like... I guess he's just good. Like, there's nothing really special about him, to be fair. But in the future, we might see more characters like him that are more, like, hybrid-based with, like, very high Berserker. And maybe sometime, like, a year from now, for the 7th anniversary, we might get our first legendary Flurry plus Frenzy character. And this might be the start of it. But buffing strong attack damage as a NAD character isn't entirely a bad thing if you are using him in a situation where you have strong attack characters on the side. I'm thinking maybe Guild Quest, but you don't have a Squad 0 Guild Quest, and we're not going to get one for a very, very long time, if ever. And it's just very restrictive. I feel like if it was Heart strong attack damage plus 20%, that would be good, because at least then if you brought him into co-op, you're buffing your team's strong attack damage, which is always nice to have. So I don't think it's good right now, but in the future, let's say, for example, they do release a future NAD character with Guard Break, and then they buff strong attack damage of Soribus. That would be pretty good if you have it on your co-op team. I'm just trying to see, like, the uses of this, but this character, for the most part, is just quite mediocre. He's nothing special. I don't think he's anything too bad. He's not Zyolopo level bad, but he's just a bit of a weird character. But let's check out the gameplay. I'm kind of hoping to see Lilynet make an appearance in his special. Oh, okay, Starrk. I'm definitely more of a fan of the Barragan's model, but I can tell from a first glance that his model has been upgraded compared to the 4-star version. He definitely looks a lot better here in the model. He does come with Lacerate Duration and Paralysis Duration, which is kind of nice. But quite frankly, the only time I can see you using this character is in Senkamon. That's really about it. And even then, keep in mind, he has Squad 0 Killer, so that means if you were to use him in Senkamon, where he might have a specific stage for him in the future, it's going to be a free boss stage where you don't need him. Like, you know, with Edged, for example, if he has a Human Killer, they can make it very restrictive where you might need the character. In this case, because you're going to go against free bosses, that being Squad 0 characters, you can always just use a burn character. So he isn't even needed entirely for a future Senkamon floor if they do decide to do one. So yeah, just very weird character. Not sure what they were doing with him, but it's whatever. At least you can farm droplets. But that being said, let's check out his attacks. Natural is quite basic. I do like the final hit though. That's kind of cool. Kind of like got a delayed attack to it. Okay. It looks, again, basic characters, lads. They're in their non-resurrected form. Lunge forward looks a bit not gonna lie. His SA2 is the 2500 amp beam. Kind of cool to see that. It is the Zero that you can see him doing in his Soul Bomb. I wish they show a different angle of it. Yeah, so it's literally just him forming the Zero in front of him. Not even needing to move his hands or his blade. It just comes straight out of his, like, chin. The hole in the middle. I don't know. I like the SA2 though. Again, quite basic, but I like it. And that's his SA3. It just disappears and does a slash of attacks. Nothing too impressive. I'm definitely more of a fan of Barragan's specials and animations. But let's see his Soul Bomb animation. Hopefully it's good. Okay. That can definitely be a thumbnail. Oh, you destroyed the building too. Okay. That was a bit weird. It was a bit weird. I think they did Starrk very dirty. I think they've done Starrk so dirty. Starrk has always been done dirty, to be fair, lads. Honestly, it's been quite tragic what's happened to Starrk in, like, this entire game. The tech one came out, and when he came out, like, he was very good, by the way, the tech one. But then soon after, we started to get 6 stars. And it took him a very long time for him to get his 6-star version, and he didn't get Frenzy. So he was never really usable since, like, his first one. The Heart Starrk that just got his resurrection was pretty good on release, but then they released Jushiro right after him, who was just technically better because he was ranged. And then we had the Calm Fjord Starrk, which is actually pretty good. Not really a bad character whatsoever. And he had his time to shine. But this one is... I guess that's cool, like him just doing the flash steps. And he does the Zero. Nothing too special though. I'm definitely more of a fan of the Barragan in my opinion. But that was the reaction for the 2 new characters. Again, nothing too special. But to be frank, lads, I wasn't expecting anything too like flashy or massive or insane in this banner. Going into it, I was expecting mediocre. And that's technically what we got, technically. I mean, I think Barragan's pretty decent, but Starrk is a bit of a weird one. Bit of like a niche, a very niche character. But on the bright side, it's an easy skip, and that's a good thing, right? We need to save our orbs for the better banners coming out in the future. We just had a lot of back-to-back amazing banners with the Artwork Ichigo, then the Aizen, then the Spirits Alpha with you, which the individuals are now starting to roll out. So if you have pulled on Jushiro, I hope you got something good. If you haven't yet, I wish you luck. If you're pulling for Jushiro, Shunsui, or Yama, hopefully you get what you do want. I'm still going to be pulling for Yama, but I definitely recommend anyone watching this video, if you made it to the end, don't pull. These characters are just they're nothing special. You don't really need them. And they're going to come back in future banners as fillers. You're going to be able to get them from summon tickets later on in the future too. So you're best off just saving your orbs for the more limited characters, the better characters, right? The best of the best, essentially. So the next big banner that we should be getting is going to be End of Month. We don't know what that's going to be. It should potentially be another seasonal, or it's either going to be Spirits Alpha with you round 3. We have to wait and see, but if it is that, if it is Spirits Alpha with you, it's going to almost be a must summon, because it's definitely going to feature some hype characters that you probably want to get your hands on. So I definitely recommend saving your orbs for that. If anything, save your orbs for Burn the Witch Part 2, which should hopefully come out the same time the first round came out in, around mid-month October. So you definitely want to make sure you have some orbs ready, and don't be wasting it on stuff like this, because it's just not worth it. That being said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know what you think about these 2 characters in the comments below. More so what you think about their visuals. Are you excited about them? Do you think they're quite bland? Starrk didn't impress me, but I very much did like Barragan's visuals. So big props on Barragan's gameplay. But anyway, I'll see you later in the next one. Peace.